Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing.
Title: Halloween Invitation. Chapter 1. New Residents. In the village of Starville, where nothing interesting had happened for a long time, there was a new house. Big and mysterious, it had always attracted the attention of the villagers. And when fall came and Halloween approached, the new residents of the house, the Morgan family, consisting of a young couple, John and Emily Morgan, and their 2-year-old son, Ben, decided to invite the villagers to a party. Chapter 2. Neighbors. The Morgans felt lonely in their new home and wanted to make friends with their neighbors. Their new neighbors were the Brown family, a kind and friendly couple, Tom and Lisa Brown, and their daughter Michelle. Tom was a horror and Halloween fan, so the invitation to this party came as a surprise to him. Chapter 3. The party Halloween night arrived, and the Morgans' house was decorated with spider webs, witches, and scary figures. The neighbors had come, everyone was in costume, and the atmosphere was filled with fun and laughter. The owner of the house, Emily, treated the guests to blood of the captive, joking that it was her family's necromancer's drink. Chapter 4. The Dark Truth. Gradually, as night fell, the party began to take an unusual turn. The lights were dimmed and everyone retreated to the basement, where a large red stone had appeared. All sorts of incomprehensible feelings swept over the neighbors, but no one could refuse to be drawn into what was happening. Chapter 5. Revelation. And so, out of the shadows, the Morgan family appeared before everyone. Their costumes no longer seemed fake. Smiling, they told the truth. The entire Morgan family was a clan of vampires, and they had just invited their new neighbors to their annual blood feast. They explained that no one would get hurt, and that it was all just Halloween fun. Truce. The neighbors were shocked at first, but then realized that this clan was no threat to them. A strange friendship developed between the two families. The vampires offered their neighbors a chance to experience the thrill of the present horror, but guaranteed their safety. Chapter 7. A New Tradition. In time, it became a tradition. Every Halloween, the neighbors gathered at the Morgans' house to experience real horror and share their fears in celebration. The friendships between the families grew stronger, and the village of Starville became known for its unique Halloween festivities. The residents of the new house proved to be exceptional neighbors, bringing Halloween back to the village and showing that a source of terror can be a truly exciting adventure when fear is used as the centerpiece of bonding and friendship.
Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't.
The night was cloudy and cold when Emma, a young and restless girl, decided to take a walk in the mysterious forest behind her house. She was eager to find something new, something unusual that peeked among the branches of the ancient trees. With her lush, golden hair and gentle blue eyes, she always attracted the attention of others. But on this night, fate played a cruel trick on her. A lot of time passed, and Emma was still missing. Her desperate parents decided to go looking for her, filling the forest with hysterical roars. Cries of hope and anxiety mingled with the dark shadows of the night. In the end, all they could do was find a thin path of broken branches and faded flowers right in the deepest corner of the forest. At the edge of the path, on the crumbled earth, a small, formerly adorable doll was discovered. The doll's face had grown dull and haggard, as if it were a vision of a nightmare with scratched cheeks and a soiled dress. Emma had been found. But strangely enough, mixed feelings gripped the parents. Joy at finding their missing daughter mixed with disgust at this decrepit doll their beautiful girl resembled. They were unsettled in the night. All that horror was caused by their own doubts. Could something inanimate inside the doll really be alive? These awe-inspiring thoughts crept into their minds and slowly eroded their confidence. Gradually, life returned to the family's old apartment. Every time the parents turned around, the Emma doll seemed to move. The eyes from the doll turned more and more to the parents, and they began to notice increasingly disturbing details. Periodically, in the depths of the night, they would hear a muffled rustle in the kitchen or a ringing inside a closed room. One day, late at night, the parents discovered that the Emma doll had disappeared. They panicked and searched everywhere for her, but all was in vain. They regretted bringing such a scary and lifeless thing into their home, but deep down, they still believed that there was some connection between the doll and their daughter. Suddenly next night, they heard whispering outside their bedroom door. They knew at once it was Emma. Soft footsteps crossed the threshold, and in the moonlight they saw their daughter, alive and well. But what about the doll? She stood in the distance, silent and focused on her palms. The story slowly unfolded in front of her parents. Emma told them that when she got lost in the woods, she came across the dilapidated doll. She couldn't leave it alone, so she decided to take it home. But when she put the doll on her bed, she felt something strange happen. Suddenly, the doll came to life, and Emma found herself trapped in that body. She spent long nights struggling to control her own body. Every time her parents went to bed, she would break free, trying to find a way to escape the doll that had no way of manifesting life on its own. Now back in her body, Emma moved and spoke with ease, but she knew the connection to the doll was still there. Emma and her parents came to realize that the doll had become part of their family, and with each passing day it took on more and more of the characteristics of a living being. Instead of being frightened and repulsed by the doll, they decided to accept it and create a special place in their hearts for this strange but connected being. Life went on, and each day the Emma doll came to life more and more. She became joyful and energetic, embodying the happiness and love that was always present in the Emma's life. This mysterious story surprised everyone with its strangeness, but it also showed that even the most unusual things can be part of the most important moments of our lives.